Hi, my name is Christina Schutz, and I'm from Lawton, Oklahoma. I will be a junior at the University of Oklahoma. I'm majoring in health and exercise science, where I hope to either be a physical therapist or a physician's assistant. Um, I'm also a cheerleader at the University of Oklahoma, so I spend a lot of time at sporting events and community activities. I chose to do my presentation over Doc Tate Nevakoya, whose real name is actually Joyce Lee Tate Nevakoya. Doc was given to him as a nickname because he was actually a pastor at an Apache church when he was older. Doc was born in Apache, Oklahoma on July 3rd, 1932. He belonged to the Comanche tribe. While he was growing up, he was actually orphaned at the age of 14 and was sent to the Fort Sill boarding school where he attended school. One of the interesting facts about this is that there was an art class at the boarding school, but he refused to participate in it because they had certain rules of to how they could paint, and he did not like that. After boarding school, Doc went to a high school institute in Kansas where he furthered his education and wanted to be a mechanic or learn to be a mechanic. At this boarding school, he also met his wife, who was named Charlotte, and they ended up having 9 kids. Um, about at that point, when Doc was working, he really became interested in art and he started painting before and after work, and then he was introduced to the Native American flute. One of the most interesting facts about Doc is that he actually taught himself how to play the Native American flute, which is very rare and just very unique about him and his career, especially for how far he went with that. Um, Doc's music was just a very strong and powerful, and he kept the Native American flute around not only through tradition and keeping the native tradition going, but he actually invented kind of a new Native American flute sound and a way of incorporating Christian hymns and powwow songs and just a variety of different things into the flute, and that's why it's still around today. And other artists obviously helped as well, but Doc was one of the main ones who just really helped do that. Doc had so many accomplishments during his days. There were just a couple that I wanted to mention. He was invited to perform at the Kennedy Center in 1982. He was then recognized at the National Endowment for Arts of the Arts for his actions of keeping the Native American flute alive. He was invited to perform at the Carnegie Hall, and he was named as an Oklahoma Treasure and was recognized at the Governor's Arts Ceremony in Oklahoma. Doc was also very popular in his community as he was very involved, and he was on a bunch of different committees and founded many different like corporations or just like events around his town, including the Dancing Little Ponies and the American Indian Cultural Society in Norman, Southwestern Indian Arts and Crafts, the Oklahoma Indian Mission of Arts and Crafts, the American Indian Culture Society. Overall, Doc's just presence in his community was evident, and just everyone knew him to be a positive role model. But the main focus here is that he was a great artist, musician, member of his community. His flute playing was just so magnificent and just focused on just meaningful lyrics and just powerful notes that just really helped move people not only in the Comanche Nation tribe or in the Choctaw tribe, but all around the world, the United States, and further than that. And it's still evident today that he was a major part in impacting the Native American flute and really Native American music. Now I'm going to show you a couple pictures, and here's the first picture. This is Doc Tate playing the flute at some sort of event or community event. It was just crazy to me that Doc made his own flutes, and I liked this picture because he's picking it up and showing the flute probably to the audience. I also enjoyed this picture because it was in black and white, and it showed the ethnicity of just the picture and how Doc Tate was. Oh, here's another picture of Doc Tate playing the flute, and this is actually one of my favorite pictures because it shows his regalia of the Comanche tribe, which he was in. I really enjoyed this picture because it showed the headdress and the belt and all of the different colors in which Doc wore. Now I'm going to show you a couple paintings that Doc Tate painted. I thought this was very important because and also a dancer. So I think these paintings just really are powerful and show what Doc was expressing not only through his music but also through his art. And this painting is called Traveling with Friends, and I really enjoyed this painting because I thought I could really feel his emotions through this painting and through the horses and the Indians. These are a couple of Native American flutes, and I decided to include them because I thought it was interesting that they could be decorated with different things such as a turtle and beads, and as in the lower right hand one, and the top one just with a different color wood. And I just thought it was really interesting that the Native American flute could be made by its musicians. Overall, I just want to say that Doc Tate was a legend and a legacy. He left a legacy on the Native American flute, and overall